Hello, this is my presentation on otaku by me, Summer Scott. First of all, what is otaku? This is the definition from the dictionary. It states that otaku in Japan is a young person who is obsessed with computers or particular aspects of popular culture to the detriment of their social skills. Otaku is defined as having detriment to a person's social skills or being negative for their social life. It is also defined as a person who has an intense or obsessive interest, especially in the fields of anime and manga. It's often an obsessive term that is seen to interfere with the person's other hobbies and interests, school, and social life. It started out as a term to describe people who were so engaged with their hobbies, usually hobbies relating to anime, manga, or other fandoms, that they withdrew from other social activities. So that's why it was seen as a detriment. Otaku was deeply stigmatized due to its negative association with the social withdrawal that people who engaged in it would experience. It emerged in Japan in the 1960s and 70s as a result of changing media, and then throughout the 80s and 90s, otaku became popular, and events for otaku participators to engage in emerged, such as today what we think of as Comic-Con and different events such as that. Some examples of otaku are Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and Sailor Moon. Otaku today. Otaku has a much more positive connotation than it previously did, as mentioned. Otaku today influences culture, fashion, and media as passionate fans engage in this culture. Otaku shows the ways in which subcultures and participation can shape people's identities and interests. Otaku communities are close-knit and thrive off of fan participation. Because otaku is a group of fans, we see that there are conventions, online forums, chat rooms, people collect manga, watch anime, play video games, and are into merch collection. Due to the popularity of anime and other fandoms, otaku has become less stigmatized in Japanese culture and is much more widely accepted today. Otaku has also broadened its definition to include idol culture, where fans become devoted to a certain group or a certain person and mimic their lifestyle after them, and as well as other fandoms outside of strictly anime. I chose to focus on cosplay otaku. Cosplay otaku is the practice of dressing up as a character from a work of fiction. Some examples of this may be a comic book, video game, television show, or anime. Cosplay is also seen in many other fandoms outside of otaku, so I was familiar with cosplay through Marvel and Star Wars, which are some of my interests. Cosplay is usually seen at conventions such as the Anime Expo, Otakon, and Anime Los Angeles are some examples where there are cosplay competitions and groups of cosplayers get together in their extravagantly designed costumes, and then they compete for who looks most like and who embodies the character the best. Otaku, but especially cosplay otaku, is a great example of participatory culture as people from all around the globe connect through conventions over their shared interests. Participatory culture is especially seen in otaku because it all revolves around a shared interest, and there are many different networks for participators to go through, whether it's collecting of items or cosplay. There are many different routes for the fan to participate through. Otaku, especially cosplay, is also an informal learning space for the community and the fandom, where fans can interact with one another to learn more about the shows or manga or whatever their special interest is. They can learn more about it from one another. They can learn more about the show, and these are the reasons that otaku and cosplay otaku are great examples of participatory culture and informal learning.